Hello everyone, my name is Alex, and I'm going to give you an update on the Queen Mary's construction progress. Keep in mind this video is not for entertainment, it's just to give you an update on the Queen Mary's construction, and I have prepared some notes so that way I can provide you guys with the most accurate information I can as quickly as possible. So let's begin. At the start of November, the City of Long Beach approved another $1 million of funding for repairs to get the ship open by the end of the year. The money spent was offset by the income generated from all the movie and TV productions filmed on the ship earlier this year. Essentially, those $1 million were generated by the ship and reinvested back into the ship. This is part of the example that the City of Long Beach is setting to show their dedication to the proper care of the ship now that it is back under their control. The City of Long Beach entered into a hotel management agreement with longtime hotel operator Evolution Hospitality. Now, it's important for me to mention, this is different than the agreements made with companies like Disney or the more recent Urban Commons. In those agreements, the companies would lease the ship from the city and would have full responsibility of overseeing the ship. Urban Commons hired Evolution Hospitality to run the day-to-day operations of the ship. They are a third-party company designed to help run hotels, kind of like a staffing agency hires workers for another company. Long Beach will no longer include a middleman, and they have now directly hired Evolution Hospitality to run the operations of the ship while the city maintains full control and responsibility for it. In a future video, I will go more in depth with the inspections and repairs done to the ship in the last 18 months, but for the sake of being efficient and to the point, there are no seawater leaks. The ship is not in danger of flooding, especially not with the work being done on it currently. The ship's fire suppression systems were replaced and updated to modern standards back in 2018, and the ship's hull and internal structures were both ultrasounded. Her external hull plates, are still an inch thick and holding strong, and her internal structure is within normal stress ranges. She is not in any danger of internal collapse or springing a leak. Now to the work currently being done. As a recap, they are repairing 2 of the ship's watertight bulkheads to prevent the spread of flooding in the unlikely event that ever occurs. They are installing 11 bilge pumps and water intrusion alarms to automatically pump out water in the unlikely event of flooding. The city's Public Works Department has been busy this year repairing light fixtures, restoring the wood paneling in the first-class smoking room, and they have safely removed the heavily corroded lifeboats, so they are no longer in danger of collapsing on visitors, nor are they weighing down the compromised structure of the sun deck. And before the ship reopens, the Public Works Department will take on the task of repainting some of the critical areas of the ship's exterior and touching up other areas. A full repaint of the ship's exterior will cost around $5 million, and that's currently not an option for the city at this moment. With the new partnership of Evolution Hospitality, the company has spent money to replace the hotel boilers on the dock to allow for clean and consistent hot water for the hotel and steam for the kitchens. They have already been restoring the ship's neglected handrails and installing energy-efficient light bulbs. According to a report released by the city, the next step for Evolution Hospitality is to use the $1 million approved back on the 1st of November 2022 for the replacement of linoleum floors and carpeting with historically accurate furnishings, ventilation and refrigeration repairs, repairing the hotel's elevators, this also includes the elevators on the pier, new kitchen ventilation hoods, and the replacement of some of the aging kitchen appliances, and finally, the replacement of the hotel room door locks. Another project that has been underway is the inspection of the ship's double-bottom keel. The keel is separated into small watertight compartments called ballast tanks. When the ship's boilers were removed back in the early 1970s, this resulted in a significant loss of weight that would have destabilized the ship if it weren't for the city installing heavy ballast. The double-bottom tanks were filled with a special mixture of mud, meaning that it's a recipe of sediment that is designed not to be corrosive, and it was pumped in there before the ship opened as a hotel for the first time. Currently, each ballast tank is being pumped out one by one to inspect the tanks and the structure of the double bottom. They are looking for corrosion, they are looking for any leaks or structural damage, and so far, they have found nothing. The tanks are in remarkably good condition for their 92 years of age, just as the exterior hull is still strong and watertight. So much of the work has been underway since February 2022, and it's not only been to the ship's safety systems, but also efforts to help beautify and restore the ship's interiors. No reopening date has been officially announced. Let's be glad they're not rushing things and are being detail-oriented. It's important to mention the ship will not look brand new when she reopens, but she will look a lot better than she has in the last 30 years, and she will be much safer than she's been in those 3 decades as well. Stay tuned for a more in-depth report on the condition of the ship prior to repair, as well as a full update on all the repairs that have been done in the last 4 years. The extensive report will be meant to dispel any and all rumor of the ship's demise. The Queen Mary has entered a new age, one where she is more appreciated than she has been in the last 30 years. She is seeing a revival, and we can thank her closure during the pandemic for all of that. When the ship closed, and word went out that no one was sure when she would reopen, it ignited a spark around the world. People have voiced their strong opinions in favor of restoration. It took a close call such as this to remind people of how special and how important the Queen Mary is to our collective history. She's the last transatlantic liner of her pre-war era, and she still has a lot of her old magic and beautiful interiors that, as we speak, are being dusted off and restored. Slowly, perhaps methodically, but undoubtedly. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and comment below. For more stories on the architecture, engineering, and history of the steam age, make sure to subscribe. You can support me by either becoming a Patreon member or channel member, or you can help donate to my transatlantic voyage to the UK. Links and information are in the description below. Thanks again, and I'll see you all next time.